Today, I'm announcing that the FDA is approving Gardenia Blue as a natural food dye with natural ingredients. We believe in options, and we believe in incremental improvements in health. The sickness of American kids is not a willpower problem. It's not their fault. We can do things that will make the food supply healthier one step at a time. This is a renaissance moment in health in America, and part of that is rewriting the broken food and nutrition guidelines of the United States. No longer are we going to have a broken food pyramid and a continuation of a 70-year demonization of natural saturated fat.
Here we go. That's Trump's FDA chief, Dr. Marty Makary, on the breaking news today. Dozens of U.S. ice cream producers now plan to remove artificial petroleum-based chemical food dyes from their ice cream products by 2028. That's 90% of the ice cream industry in the U.S. Plus, the FDA just approved a new natural plant-based food dye to knock out and replace synthetic chemical blue dyes found in things like sports drinks and candy. Typically, again, these dyes are used to color the clothes that you wear. Joining us now, FDA Chief Dr. Marty Makary. Dr. Makary, it's great to see you again. Thanks for joining us. This all feels really shocking that this stuff was not removed before from food. Can you tell us how dangerous this is for America's families and children?
Well, we have a lot of data, Liz, and it may not necessarily be the traditional 50-year randomized control trial follow-up. It's data from families that say that their kids have been acting with bad behavior, with attention deficit disorder, and they eliminate the petroleum-based food dyes and the behavior improves. That is data. Okay, those are data points if we listen to parents. And we also have, by the way, randomized controlled trial data in the Lancet and other medical journals. So what are we waiting for? A trial where we inject half of kids with petroleum products? We've got to act, and there's been no movement on this until Republican and Democrat and independent moms showed up in high numbers to vote for President Trump over this very issue that Secretary Kennedy has championed. We're not going to stop with petroleum food dyes. We're going to keep going. And just remember, when we first announced this several weeks ago that we're going to make this move to remove all 9 petroleum-based food dyes from the food supply, all sorts of folks out there, naysayers, said we weren't really going to do this. And look at where we are today. Nestle, General Mills, Kraft Heinz, Smucker's, Hershey's, Conagra, Sam's Club, Danone, all these businesses and many more have accepted the pledge and had said they're going to move away within a couple years. There was no activity on this. And so we're also approving natural alternatives because we believe in alternatives. Typically, the FDA would approve 1 or 2 natural alternatives every 5 or 10 years. We approved 4 in our first 3 months. And we've got at least 2 more that are going to be approved beyond the one we approved today.
I mean, you're getting a lot done in your first 100 days, and this is just 6 months in for the Trump administration doing all of this. And we're hearing mental and physical health problems with children, certainly obesity, chronic diseases. But it looks like you got a long way to go to make the U.S. food supply healthy again, because HHS Secretary RFK Jr. says only about 35% of the U.S. food industry has made commitments to getting rid of these artificial food dyes.
Yeah, it's a good start. So remember, one of the issues with these petroleum-based food dyes is it makes ultra-processed food much more attractive. The vibrant colors in studies mess with the developing mind of a child, and studies have shown that. So look, this is a first step. Removing the petroleum-based dyes is not a silver bullet. We're tackling the bigger issue that is 70% of the diet of children is ultra-processed. We see now the makers of Skittles that I see on your screen here. They've already said they're going to remove titanium dioxide, another chemical we're looking at. We're going through all the chemicals in the U.S. food supply that are banned in Europe, and we're starting to do an inventory. We're going one at a time, and we're rewriting the food pyramid, which was a broken piece of health misinformation that did a lot of damage in American healthcare.
Yeah, final word. We heard 1,500 of these chemicals are banned in Europe. Is it bigger than that?
It's over 1,000, and, you know, it's I don't know if people really know, because what happens is the companies can self-declare a chemical as generally recognized as safe, or so-called GRAS. And that GRAS standard is broken. We've announced we're trying to change that. And so we're going to go one step at a time. And at the same time, we're going to end the 70-year war on natural saturated fat. Natural saturated fat is not the devil that the entire healthcare system pointed to. We've got to look at refined carbohydrates as well.
Yeah, the food industry has been self-regulating for decades. Dr. Marty Makary changing that, and congratulations to you and your family on your newborn baby. That's great news. Good to have you on,
Thanks
sir.
so much, Liz.